I am heading to the ocean with my little flippers to do some open water swimming, my Backstreet Boys shirt, and my Be Kind hat. But I was like, I'm making a video a day. I'm making a YouTube video a day, so I'm just gonna show up. I'm just gonna show up how I look, however I look. You know, hair's a little frizzy because why would I care about doing my hair? Because I'm going in the ocean. Anyway, your daily reminder that you are going to get the best job you've ever had in your entire life. You're going to make the most money you've ever made. You're going to work with the most amazing people that you've ever worked with, okay? I used to live in Philadelphia, and in 2017, I quit my job kind of dramatically. Actually, I was interviewing at Accenture. Okay, so I was working in Philadelphia and I had a boyfriend and he worked at Accenture and he would always be like, I love Accenture, I love Accenture, I love it. And I was like, I want to work for Accenture. So I applied for jobs for months, rejected. And then finally, they gave me an interview for a position that was actually a really good fit for me and my background. And I started interviewing for it and they had 3 over the phone interviews, which I kind of don't think I should have passed. There was one that I was like, I shouldn't have really passed that one, but I passed. And then they ended up flying me out to Chicago. And when I got to Chicago, I started kind of questioning everything. And I was like, I don't really know if I want to move here. I don't really know if I want this job. And then I like kind of bombed the final interview. The final interview was just like, we all went into this big room with other people. It was kind of like a socializing interview, right? A cultural fit interview. Like, do you fit in here? And I wasn't really socializing with people. I was kind of like in my head of like looking around and feeling the vibe and being like, I don't know if I really want this. And I remember even, I went into like talk to the people that I would be working with and I was supposed to bring my resume and I literally forgot to bring my resume. I forgot my resume. And I actually had already quit my job. So in Philadelphia, I quit because I was like, I'm either moving to Chicago and working at Accenture or I need to figure something else out because I do not like my current job. I need to do something different. So I already quit. And I remember sitting in my boyfriend's room. Accenture called me, the recruiter at Accenture, and he said, hey, like they passed on you. And I was like, oh, why? Do you know why? And he's like, no. Didn't get any information. And I remember crying, not because I was sad or upset, but because I was like, holy shit, something's gotta change. This is a big deal. And my decision after that was I just decided July 1st, 2017, I told everyone for, I think it was like, I forget if it was a month or 2 weeks, but I just told everyone, I'm like, I'm leaving on July 1st, 2017. I'm packing up my car and I'm moving to San Diego and I'm gonna figure it out when I get there. Okay, I am a very dramatic person and I am not saying you be dramatic. I am not advising you be dramatic. I actually had a client who really wanted, okay, she lived in Georgia. When I talked to her, she's like, I want to move to California. And so she was manifesting getting an opportunity in California. She did manifest an opportunity where they were going to pay to relocate her, okay? They were going to pay to relocate her from Georgia to California. That's phenomenal. She actually ended up moving to New York. And I'm saying this because you can manifest a new opportunity where they will literally pay to relocate you. I myself was a little bit dramatic and I was like, I don't care. Like, I gotta go. I gotta move now because if I don't go now, I may never go and I may be stuck here in Philadelphia living a life that I don't really want to live. So I take massive action. I'm like, let's go. And here's the thing too, right? As a powerful, energetic being that you are, when you make a decision, you get excited, you say like, this is going to work, right? I got rejected. When I moved here and I was applying for jobs and I was interviewing, I got rejected from jobs. I interviewed at jobs that I didn't really like. Did I ever think it wasn't going to work out? So I remember when I got in my car and I was moving to San Diego, I was driving, right? My first stop was Pittsburgh. And I believe it was on my first stop, right? Me and my best friend came with me and she drove cross country. And I remember having this thought, what if it doesn't work? What if this doesn't work out? And immediately I was like, I will never think that thought ever again. And I believe that was kind of the key factor of why I succeeded, because I did not allow myself to fail. I did not allow myself to think negative thoughts like this isn't gonna work. Of course it worked. Of course it all worked out. I freaking love San Diego. I just feel better in San Diego. I feel more alive in San Diego. San Diego excites me. Like the amount of people that I've easily met here, the amount of adventures, spontaneous adventures that I've gone on in San Diego. Oh my gosh, living by the ocean. San Diego is amazing. I love it so much. It's literally so perfect for me. And that's what I wanted to tell you today. Apparently, I had none of this planned. Definitely a little hesitant to get on here and be like, I'm gonna make this video with my Backstreet Boys shirt and my Be Kind hat. And I love open water swimming. I know that most people think that's absolutely insane. I like to go to La Jolla Cove, and La Jolla Cove has a bunch of sea lions. And sometimes like I've seen sea lions swimming next to me, you know? It's freaking amazing. And you know what I love about it too? So like La Jolla Cove is a very touristy spot and there are so many humans, so many people go there. But when I go out into the ocean and the water, I'm alone. I love it. I love it. I'm such an ocean girl. I'm a water girl. I'm a swimmer. I freaking love it. I love it so much. So here's your inspiration and your message today that it's all working out for you. It's all coming together for you as soon as you make that decision. When you really truly go towards a future and a life that excites you so much. You know what I really wanted to just say that excites the fuck out of you? When you really have a vision where you are just so excited, you're like, yes, let's do that. Let's go there. It will happen so much faster, so much easier, in a really beautiful way. And you know, I do really want to say something about how when I moved to San Diego, I didn't waver. Am I going to fail? Am I going to succeed? Am I going to fail? Is this going to work? I don't know. Right? I never did that. I just made a decision and I was like, well, like if I can get a job in Philadelphia, I can get a job in San Diego. If I can get an apartment in Philadelphia, I can get an apartment in San Diego. Why would that be any different? Seriously, logically, why would that be crazy? Why would that be any different? And there's tons of like, I went onto Facebook. There's these Facebook groups with people looking for roommates. And I think some cities are different, right? Because San Diego is so many people always are moving to San Diego. So I think it's so much easier to find a roommate here who's willing to live with a stranger. And it's so much easier to meet new people here because people move here and they want to meet new people. I think that would be, I think in the city of Philadelphia, yes. But like if you go to like more of the suburbs, I think it might be a little more challenging. So it depends where you live. But also at the same freaking time, when you make a decision for what you want and you go towards it, it's going to happen, period. It's going to happen because you're a powerful being. So like belief supersedes everything. Your belief supersedes everything. Your belief supersedes every single thing in the most magical, woo-woo, not practical way, okay? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to sound logical. I want this to sound spiritual. Your belief supersedes every single thing. Your belief in what you believe is possible supersedes everyone else's belief. Okay? Remember that. Repeat that to yourself in your head. My belief supersedes everything. Everything. I love talking to you. I just want to keep talking. And I just love the freedom of, this is what I look like. Backstreet Boys. Get after it. It's yours. Decide. Done. Easy peasy.